It was the low season, the slow season. Unbroken lines of surf crashed on Tofu Beach, Mozambique. The day started out bright and clear, but after lunch, thunder clouds gathered on the eastern horizon, another cyclone rolling in. This little resort town was otherwise quiet. Nick Morrison, leaning on the counter of the Paradise Scuba Center and Cafe, looked at his dive watch. Its screen reflected the bottles lined up behind him on the wall. On the TV in the corner, talking heads discussed the bubble in new space stocks. Footsteps rang on the veranda, and a man threaded between the empty tables. "Ochandet! Going out today? I'd like to see some of those rays. Maybe a whale shark, huh?" He'd spoken in Afrikaans, but Nick answered in English. "Gonna rain." He gestured at the bruised rack of clouds above the sea. "Maybe tomorrow." "Ach, too bad." The man was tall and fleshy, with colorless hair cut brutally short, and skin red beneath his tan like seared steak. A proud belly bulged over the waist of his shorts. Bleached blue eyes took in every detail of Nick's appearance. The tan, wiry muscles, the two missing fingernails on the left hand, torn off by spacesuit gloves and never grew back, then roved over the concrete braai area at the end of the veranda, the menu on the wall, the door open to the gear storage area, a glimpse of swimming pool, the holes in the thatch. "I just wanted to see how you were living," the man said. "You need somewhere to stay? We got rooms open at the Casa Paraíso. Steps from the beach." Nah, I'm good." A Scandinavian couple turtled in under heavy backpacks. "Got actual customers waiting," Nick said. "See you later then. We'll have a yol." The man left. Nick greeted the couple, Norwegians, and ran their PADI certification cards. "Hold on a minute, these aren't coming up." The male half of the couple was tall and blond, with a jawline that could chop down Christmas trees. "It must be a system error." His hand landed on the counter and stayed there until Nick, frowning, put out his own hand. The Norwegian spread his fingers to reveal multiple slips of plastic, like half-sized credit cards, with a sliver of metal sealed inside each one. "Some kind of system error," Nick agreed, gathering the chips. The Norwegians left. Nick lined the chips up on the counter and framed each one with his phone camera. An open-source app verified their weights. Were the slivers of metal really platinum, silver, or gold, as claimed by the hollows on the plastic? You had to take it on faith. Anyway, the hollows checked out, confirming these chips were issued by legitimate collectives, one in Nigeria and one in Bolivia. The app pulled up-to-date platinum, gold, and silver prices off the internet and flashed a total, $312. Christ's sakes. Henry van Durf, owner of the Paradise, leonine in a wetsuit rolled down to his waist, came through from the back. Nick stuffed the chips into his pocket. The Paradise needed the business, and if the Norwegians died of the bends, it'd be their own fault. Was there some problem there? The system was just taking a while, as per bloody usual. Henry had a Mozambican wife and a lot of worries. The unrest in the north of the country had crippled the tourist trade. Tofu used to be a must-visit destination for scuba divers. Now, there were only 2 dive shops left. Warmer ocean waters had driven the whale sharks of the Tofu corridor to the brink of extinction. Yet Henry smiled at the clouds forming up over the sea and said it looked like a mere squall. They should be able to take the Norwegians out tomorrow. What about the other guy? Lost his way? He was just taking the piss. You know him? Nick smiled. He's my cousin. The bar at the Casa Paraíso faced the beach. It was Nick's favorite spot to relax after work. Out to sea, a couple of yachts twinkled their lights against the darkening clouds. Nick sat across from his cousin, Brett Adrianza, elbows on the table, hands knotted in front of his mouth, rosary dangling on his bare chest. He thought about leaving it at home, but Brett had seen him wearing it earlier. He might notice if it were gone. Whatever. Brett had driven all the way up from Zimbabwe to have this talk in person. He understood the importance of discretion. Nice views you got here. He leered as Aissa van Dorf came to take their orders. Aissa rolled her eyes. Try the piri-piri chicken, Nick told Brett. Best in town. Works for me. And bring us some brew, sweetheart. Aissa nodded. Matata, she stated to Nick. It was not a question. He ate here almost every night. So, this is where you live.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.